that you are not supposed to have just one purpose. Hey guys, I'm so sorry for disappearing off the face of the earth, but I am back for good and I just wanted to come back and talk about the things that I've learned about purpose, about passion over the last couple of months that I was gone. So let me first tell you why I disappeared. So basically, ever since I was a kid, I have had this dream of becoming a singer. Before I started this channel, I was doing that, but then after a point in time, I was like, you know what?
I think I should get back to that. Time is fleeting and I'm getting older, so I should totally get into that.
But once I was into that, I started missing this because I still loved reading books about self-help and self-development. I loved thinking about these things. I loved talking to people about it, and it just hit me that you are not supposed to have just one purpose. Like, it is not one thing set in stone. Throughout your life, you change as a person. All of that got me thinking that why am I putting a limitation upon myself? Because I have come to realize that every single time that I try to move towards just one thing, I start missing the other. So what if I have two purposes? What if I have one purpose that is to create art and to make music and to just like entertain people with my music, and then there's the other part that is more about service and that is more about helping you guys out. As someone who's had a rough past herself, I think I was meant for this life and I was meant to help people with everything that I learned. It makes me the happiest when they say that, you know what, you helped change my life, or you told me something that hit me and I worked on it. Your purpose isn't about what you do, how much you earn, where you live, what kind of people you have in your life. Your purpose is more about where your energy drives you. And I was watching this podcast by Mel Robbins, and she spoke about it, how your purpose is literally your energy. And I couldn't agree more, because throughout your life, you are constantly driven towards different things. And sometimes it is self-sabotage, but other times it is also your energy wanting to do more than you have pre-planned. For example, for me, I had my life planned when I was like in 4th or 5th grade, and as I grew up, I tried to stick to that plan that I had set for myself, but life keeps happening. You keep evolving. If you have such a strict way of thinking about things and how your life is supposed to look like, you will literally block your own manifestations, because you're constantly trying to figure out what you want. Universe might have different ways of giving you what you need. In the end, you need to ask yourself that if you think something is your purpose, is it because you genuinely feel inclined towards that things and you feel like it is for a greater cause, or is it shallow? Is it vanity? Is it you just want those things for the attention, for the validation? Because that is okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But if that's all you want, it is not your purpose. Because once you hit those marks and once you get that money, once you get that validation, it can go away, right? There's no guarantee that it'll stay with you. And if you have no other reason for doing that other than upper level goals, even though there's nothing wrong with having those goals, it is nice to have those goals. If they are your only reason for calling your thing a purpose, once these things dip and dive, they just go like this and this, your self-worth is also gonna go like this and this. And I think that is just not the best way to live life with stability, right? You're constantly gonna be moved by these things that happen in your life. So having a clear sense of purpose and knowing your why behind that purpose, it helps a lot, because when these shallow things, when these materialistic things, when these upper level things do move, you are still standing, because you know that what you're doing is for a greater good. Right now, I'm not sure if even 5 people are going to watch this video, but it makes me so happy that I am not just gatekeeping all the information that I've acquired, and I know that there's a greater purpose behind it, and it is not for a certain amount of subscribers, a certain amount of people who like it. Of course, that is a plus, and it'll be nice to have all that, but the real purpose behind it is that it just makes me uncomfortable when I know something and I'm like, I wish more people knew it. I wish, like, I am coming to these realizations and they're helping me change my life. And if even one thing I say helps someone else change their life, I think that is a worthy cause. Like, I know that I'm still inclined towards music. I know that I'm still gonna make music, and I had to create a different avatar for it, a different alter ego for it. So I've come to realize that I can follow both those things, and it is a limiting belief to think that you have to do only one thing. For high achievers and for perfectionists, myself included, I think it is really hard to stick to one purpose, because you're constantly interested in something else and you are also good at it. So it can be very confusing to figure out what you even want, which is why it is even more important to allow yourself to experiment, to allow yourself to do a gazillion things just to figure out what makes you feel the most fulfilled and what thing makes you feel like doing this I can be of service. Because if you understand the rule of money, it is literally creation plus serving others, solving problems. That gives you money. If you do nothing and you just solve problems in your head, you're not making money. If you create things but it's not helping anybody, you are not making money. You need both those things. You need to create and you need to serve. You need to solve problems. So once you try and experiment with all those things, you can understand how you can be of service, what you can do to help others. Anyway, this was just a sort of hi guys, I'm back sort of video. I just wanted to sit and just chat with you guys, just tell you what's been up. And yeah, within these months I have come to realize a lot of things that I'm so excited to share with you guys. Know that every time I do come here, I will make sure that you guys get something from it, and there's a lot of quality into things that I put out. There's actionable steps, so you don't just get motivated, but you can also work on things. This is what I want my page to be like. I want it to be me going through life and realizing things, learning lessons, and then sharing them with you, because I want to, and I hope it does help you. And I hope you guys do engage with these videos and you do share with me what you've learned and how you're dealing with things in your life and how I can help you going forward. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll see you again.